We are back, baby. We are back. A1 day here, and man, this has been a packed A1 already, and we're only going into qualifying session number 2, which is absolutely wild. All right, let's see here. Let's find the live on my iPad so I can. There we are. Okay, we should be. Yep, there we are. We're good. Hopefully some people jump in here. Sorry, I was trying to figure out the schedule a little bit. Then I got real tied up with some, we were doing some cleaning in the garage today. So, yeah, it was just, yeah, one of those things. I'll try to do better at figuring out the schedule earlier and scheduling this stuff as we move forward here. So, thanks everybody that is here, anybody that's coming in here. So we are 250 Group B right now. Some notes from qualifying session number 1, which was wild here. So I think the biggest news of the day so far is that Levi Kitchen, out of West Coast, debilitating sickness. They thought he was going to get better. He's not getting better, and yeah, so he's not racing West Coast, which makes that East Coast Championship much more interesting now. And it's not quite such a surefire thing for Vial. Now, we'll talk more about that on the main show tomorrow, as that'll be obviously a huge topic of conversation when we get to the main show here this week. But for right now, yeah, Levi Kitchen out of West Coast. I guess he rode free practice, but just couldn't do it. So, which is interesting, because I do believe back in the day, too, years ago, and this was before my time, I believe, is that not only would PC actually have all their guys essentially be ready come A1, but then they would also make them all ride free practice, because they were allowed to ride free practice, and whoever was the fastest was who went West Coast, which is absolutely insane to think that that's what happened, but that was a thing. So some other notes here. So we're watching 250 Group B here. Davies is fast for the Group B kids. I'm not sure. I didn't look up where he lines up overall, but he was almost 2 seconds faster than second place in Group B in the first session. He is almost 2 seconds faster again. He's like 1.8 over Towers right now. So yeah, Cole Davies just on another level. Super cool to see the 100 out there. So that's cool. Some other interesting ones here that are in this 250B group here, because there are so many of them. Obviously, Gavin Towers, who was a Star Yamaha guy before he got dropped by them, and I don't know why. Went to Europe last year. Now he's back. I believe is he Phoenix Honda? He's one of the Honda teams there, one of the smaller Honda teams. He's back, and like I said, in second right now, qualifying place in this 250 Group B. Jet Reynolds in Group B, which is interesting too. So yeah, and running third with a 108. Somebody's down here in the whoops. Oh, please tell me that that's Ferry, because that would just be pretty much on par. Poor little red dog. He needs to just go be like what's it called? He just needs to go. Is that little red dog? Oh no, 108. Paulatelli? Is that who that is? I can't really read that. I'm old. Oh, Bollinger. Okay, no idea who that is. Sorry for anybody who does. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Guys, jump in that chat here. We will chat back and forth here. We're going to go all the way through 450B qualifying here. We'll do the whole 9 here today. And we're at a commercial looking at chickens. Oh, we're at Levi's place. Got it. And he's got antlers on the fence. That's very Eli. I have heard that they are just in the middle of like legitimately, from people that have been there, they're like, you would not believe how far in the middle of nowhere they actually are, which is awesome, terrifying, all of the above here, all at once. Second all-time 450 SX winner. Okay, yep, that's. I wonder how many. What is he at 50? Is he at 52 now? So he's got 20 to go to get to MC, and he's only going this year. Yeah. that's not going to happen. So, Rodney Neeson, what's up, buddy? West Coast going to be a joke this year. Maybe 4 riders might challenge Deegan. Factory's trying to bore Deegan into a crash. Yeah, the West Coast definitely got the wind kind of got let out of the sails here. I think Smith will have his days, but it's not going to be all the time. It's not going to be all the time. So, anyway, back to some notes here I had also from first qualifying here. So in that 450B group, Styles Robertson was also in there, who rides for Triumph, in case you don't know. And man, him dodging that bike that came over the berm at him there after going through the whoops was insane to see. Like, you don't see that very often. So that was crazy. Like I said, Jet Reynolds mid-pack in Q1 in the B group, which is interesting. Kitchen's out. Adams will probably be on the PC team next week, I assume, because they're not going to run one West Coast bike. They're not going to make anybody else give up their actual title or points hopes because Kitchen couldn't go. So what I assume is going to happen, because I assume they're under some contractual obligations to have more than one rider, is I assume that Adams is going to be riding West Coast starting next week here, which will be interesting to see. I'm excited to see it because that kid deserves it. He was kind of getting screwed into not racing this year, so it'll be good to see him hopefully get that. Again, not confirmed, but the thoughts there. Looks like, ooh, Avery Long, second place at a 107.6 right now. Davies still at 106.3, so let's write that down here. That Davies has a 106.3. And that's just so when the A group comes up, we can actually see where he's at if they don't put it on the screen. Sometimes they put it on the screen, but not always. So, oh, everybody excited for A1 today? I know I am. It was very exciting waking up this morning, having an actual schedule for my Saturday, because off season's great, and I love off season, and I love having that freedom. But after a while, I'm like, ooh, I need some more structure in my Saturday. Like Sundays are usually a little bit better because we have church and stuff like that, so that makes Sundays a little bit more scheduled for me, which I tend to work better by having a schedule. Otherwise, I tend to do a whole bunch of nothing. Ooh, Billy Ninovich is riding again. That's cool. I didn't see him up there. Hopefully, he makes it in. It's 14th this session, so yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool to see him make a main. He's on Honda this year. Great choice. On, off, and into the finish line here. And does he improve? 111.9, and he goes to, ooh, 10th with a 111.6. All right. All right. That means he probably is in the night show here. So that's cool. Got that Honda, that PC pipe. Very excited to try one of those Hondas. Eric Grandal, who will be on the show tomorrow with us. He's going to be on every week here. He actually has some new Hondas, and he said they are very, very good. Anybody else want to talk in the chat there? Anybody got anything interesting to talk about? Any news, notes, anything you saw on the first qualifying session there? Like I said, we're just kind of waiting to get through this to go to Group A qualifying here, and then I've got some more notes. We'll actually be able to watch who, if anybody can even get close to Deegan. Was a bit surprised in that first qualifying session at how good Juju was. I knew he would be better, but I didn't know he would be that close to Deegan on fast laps, which was interesting. He didn't really look... There was nothing that stood out to me as, holy crap, he's got it, when we were watching him, but I mean, the numbers don't lie. And he was, he was definitely second fastest there, so, which is cool. It looks like we're wrapping up Group B here. So it looks like Cole Davies, Robertson got to second with a 107.3. So he's still, gosh, for someone who's been here, done that, like he's a main event dude, he's a podium Supercross dude. You know, for Robertson to be a second behind Davies there, that is, wow. Now, oh, here we go. So 106.3. So that actually puts him like, oh, third fastest. Yeah, it's up there. Oh, he actually went 106.2. Okay, sweet. So Cole Davies just put himself third fastest. So let's see if he maintains that. Okay, cool. A lot of those guys in there. In the top 20 there, so that's cool. So we'll see. Noah Vinny, kind of interesting to see him there because he's been kind of floating around, not really racing pro. I don't know what the heck was happening with him. So interesting to see him. Thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you to whoever hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. We are going to, like I said, be here commenting all the way through the end of qualifying here. For what they show. So I think they'll show 450B. If they do, awesome. If they don't, well, then we'll cut out here after 450A. And we'll be doing these every single week for qualifying, other than when we're actually at the races. And we may still do it at the races, just with me sitting in the stands holding the phone, but we'll see where we get to with that. So I think I'm allowed to do that. I don't think they yell at me too much for that. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I'm sure if they don't like it, I'll hear about it. So anyway, yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it here. So we're coming up on 250 Group A. Deegan, fastest in Q1. Mosman was also very fast. And Smith, in my opinion, in that 250 Group A Q1 session did not look great, actually. Didn't seem to have a flow, it seemed like. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, like I said before too, Beaumer surprisingly fast in that Q1 session there for Group A. So yeah, this is interesting, especially with Kitchen out now. Like I said, it really put the brakes on actually having a battle here, at least in my opinion, for the top spot here for the 250 West region. So, and then we got the fake gate drop. What do you guys think about this split start? I mean, it's slightly split, so it's kind of split. Oh, and surprise, surprise, we have Smith right next to Danger Boy. As he said in an interview, I think yesterday or the day before, well, I wouldn't consider us friends. So, and there's definitely, oh, here we go. Fake start, #1 of the year, and off we go. Oh, Smith gets the jump. And Deegs got pinched. Interesting. Well, hopefully they get that figured out before the main. Oh, and look at Joe up the inside of Smith. Shock right there, too. And there goes Jordan out front now. Ripping, bro. Ripping. Over table, 3 into the corner. Okay. What do you guys think of that FXR gear? I mean, it's bright. I don't know that I'd necessarily wear it. 4 into the corner here. And here we go. First fast lap coming through. That bike doesn't look settled for him. It's okay in the whoops. It looks unsettled in the braking bumps and the chop. We'll see here. Maybe it'll look better the rest of the lap. That looked okay. No, something's up with that rear end. That rear end is bouncing around too much on him. Maybe he likes to ride it that way. Maybe that's why it is. But to me, that rear end looks like it's moving too much. It's like it's a pogo-y, it looks like. I could be wrong. Comment what you think below here if anybody has any thoughts here. Let's see what Smith puts in here for a lap 1. Long rhythm here. There's Joe. Anybody think Joe's going to do anything this year until like the last 2 races? Because I sure as heck don't really think that's going to be a thing. He just hasn't ever proven that he can actually do something. Ooh, Joe just did that on-off and then double into the corner there on that little short run, which is kind of the alternate line. And I'm curious as to which is faster. And let's see. Now we're going to get some times here. Maybe. Nope. Guess we're not getting times. So, oh, there we go. 107.3. Shimoda with a 107.7. Shock 107.9. So that appears to be slightly slower than first section. Now, it's still pretty early, so we'll see here. But, now Joe didn't really sound super confident in the interviews I heard from him yesterday. So I'm interested to see kind of what is happening with him and how he kind of does here this year. Because he did the interviews I saw yesterday were not overly convincing that he was like rip roaring and ready to go. So I'll have to wait and see here what happens with Joe. Now, do I think he can podium? Yes, especially I guess now that Kitchen's out. I think that podium becomes a lot easier for him, and he's like the guy for that. Because realistically, when you run down this list here, right? Okay, you have Smith. Yep, definitely a podium dude. Shimoda, definitely a podium dude. Mosman should be a podium dude, but who the hell knows? Marchbanks could be a podium guy. Beaumer should be floating right around that podium, and I think that to me, those are basically the guys, outside Deegs, of course, okay? Didn't mention him, just kind of giving him my opinion. Those are like the podium guys. So again, Marchbanks, Juju, Mosman, Shimoda, Smith. Ryder D has to do something before I think, yep, he's got it. If he does, great, and I think he could, but we'll have to wait and see. And then, so I think those are your 5. Like I said, outside Deegan, those 5 are going to battle for those other 2 podium spots. So we'll see how it goes. Brad Hill, hate Kitchen is out. Hope someone can give Deegan a fight. We all hope. I just don't necessarily know that I see it happening at this point, man. There is just so he's so good. Like, coming from a guy who everybody says is a Deegan hater anyway, who's not really a Deegan hater, just a Deegan realist is what I would call us. He's so much better than all these other guys here, and he just walks in with that confidence. Like, he exudes the confidence, and if you couldn't tell that, go watch that press conference from yesterday and watch him literally say, yeah, I don't think Jet has a chance on a 250 against me. Which, in my opinion here, and we'll talk more about this on the main show. Wow, that was a long-ass jump for no reason. Which, in my opinion, would be awesome to see Jet wrap up the outdoor title early and then race at 250 in outdoor and just spanking. 3 there, that was interesting. Boom, and he's going 3 into this corner, clipped hard. Scrub 2, triple into the corner, okay. Over 3, 3. So, see, I like this little split thing they have at the bottom of the screen right now with the split times like you get in, like, road racing and stuff. Oh, what the hell was that? He just went on-off and just went way too hard into that. Holy shit, that was a lot right there. Thank God for Supercross suspension, because holy shit. And Deegs is going to go to the top of the 104.7. Wow. That was... That if you go back and watch him there where he goes on off and then doubles into that corner, he went off, and he went off so fast he slammed into the face of that double, and like as he did it, he just like cranked it sideways to scrub speed for that double so that he wouldn't jump over the berm, and then jumped into the top of the berm. I don't even like, wow. Talk about some video game shit. That is exactly what that just was. Holy cow. Guys, hit that like button for me for him freaking scrubbing into that berm. Oh, and look at... Oh, okay. All right, Beaumer's here to fuck. In the infamous words of Jace from Gypsy Tales, Beaumer is here to fuck, boys. Holy crap. That is insane. He just went 104.6. I wonder where that puts him in 450 group. I have to wait and see that here in a minute. So he goes a little over a 10th faster than Deegs. Yeah, Beaumer's showing up to play here. Now, whether this translates into an actual race, we'll have to wait and see. But, man, that's a good sign. So now I'll just sit here and cross my fingers, hoping for his fact that that the team makes it through the whole season without folding up shop. Because, man, that would suck. Because he's here to party. He is here to party. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's run this down here. So we've got Beaumer with a 104.6, Deegan with a 104.7, Shimoda with a 104.8, Ryder D a 106.4, Marchbanks a 106.5, and Smith a 106.6. And that is basically your factory dudes on this coast. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factory dudes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Who is this Red Bull guy? I don't know who that is. Y'all are going to scream at me in the comments. Deegan already commented on Kitchen's Instagram. Jesus Christ. This kid just, he doesn't, it's like that meme. That boy don't miss. He just doesn't. Let's go see what we got here. Boom, boom. Let's go here. Holy shit. Andy put up a post. Oh my god. Oh boy. And now Deegan's already got a post. Holy crap. Oh, there's Eli Tomac on Gypsy Tales. BT Dubs. Oh, Andrea Adamo. Okay, that makes sense. MXGP guy. Eli on Gypsy Tales. That's exciting. Let's see here. Nothing there. Where is... let's go here. Kitchen. Boom. What is going on in these comments here? Wow, okay, alright, here we go. Holy smokes. This comments section's out of control already. So Danger Boy comments really dude with a question mark. And then, is that it here? Deegan comment again. Let's see here. I know this is riveting, but this is like, I mean, this is what there is to talk about at this point because Beaumare is he's still ahead of Deegs here. Let's see here. Deegs, is he on a fast lap? I can't even tell. He doesn't look like he's on a fast lap. It looks like he's just cruising. So hopefully he's on a fast lap here. Let's see if he... Nope. I can tell you by the way he just looked behind himself there. He is not on a fast lap. He is just cruising it in here. So Beaumare is going to be the #1 qualifier here. Wow, did he show up to fuck or what? That is awesome. As, oh look, we got 6 of y'all hit that like button now. Appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah, I don't know what Deegan's comment means on Kitchen's thing. Maybe because they're actually buddies, he's just like, oh man, you're really going to get blood work done? Sorry, I was trying to scroll these comments, but of course, all of us idiots have to get in here and comment back and forth at each other under Danger Boy's comment, and we're all going to tag Danger Boy because it's probably going to get us. And then Pulp MX comments at Danger Boy, steak for dinner. Okay, whatever. I don't know what to say. That comment doesn't really do it. I do like, anybody seen Danger Boy's post though? Because Danger Boy's post is awesome. Did Juju really wear a white leopard print coat into a... That is impressive. Here we got walk-ins. Danger Boy with his own sweatshirt on, so that's a thing. Colt Nichols got the Oklahoma Sooners. Ryder D just in the standard Rockstar. Smith in the standard Triumph. Shimoda. I don't know what those pants are Shimoda's wearing. Let's see here. Where is Danger Boy? Come on, you gotta show me that post. I saw... Oh, they cut down the landing on that quad after you go across in front of the gate here. Alright, let's see here. Are we getting Juju on? Because if we are, we will turn this up. I want to thank you guys who are tuned in here. This is absolutely fantastic that any of y'all want to watch me talk about this stuff. It's quite shocking, actually, that that Juju just came out and went faster than... Like, I don't even have words for it. I'm wildly impressed. I thought he'd be good. I thought he'd be better. I didn't know he was showing up to fuck like this. Like, this is... Good job, buddy. Good job. Excited to see where this goes. Maybe he'll shock us, and maybe he's going to actually challenge Deegan here when it comes to. Oh, here we go. Come on, give me.
Play. So I want to know what kind of changes did you make from the first qualifying session to this one? Congratulations.
Listen to this.
Thank you. I just went back, watched some film, saw what Hayden was doing better, and just tried to improve on those things. It's gonna be a long 15+1 tonight, so I just need to get out to a good start and have some fun.
Very impressively done. That's Juju.
No bike changes. Just went out and watched some film. So interesting. Really cool. He's the number 23. Super duper cool. He's in One Industries too. Pumped that they're making a comeback. My first jersey ever riding was a One Industries, so that's super cool. Nick, Jordan Smith has been over second off all day. He has. And this is the kind of crap that you see with Smith, which is why most of us are like, yeah, Smith will never win a title, because you get these weirdo things like this that it's like, what's going on? What are you doing, man? Like, you're supposed to be a title challenger here and you're over a second off. Like, come on. All right, 450 Group A, here we go. Very excited. So I got a new band where the Garmin watch. Oh shoot, that sucker's already pulled out. I got a new band here for my Garmin watch, and I tell you, it's like a brand new car when you get a new one of these, because the other ones wear out and wear in so much. Oh, here we go. Fake start, 450 Group A, and oh, the Honda button didn't work as well this time. Well, maybe Hunter's out front, so there we go. All right, well, there we go. Fake start. Everybody made it through, so that's a good sign to start with right there. Hunter out front. Kenny's in second there. See how this goes. See how this plays out here. Oh, come on. Get in there, little turd. Stupid things. Not working. Anyway, all right, 450 Group A here. Hunter was surprisingly mediocre that first session. Like, I don't know where he ended up, but towards the end I was looking and he was like 14th, which was absolutely insane that he would be that far back. So cool that he at least got out front here. Now, I've said, if you guys watched my top 3 things to watch at A1 video there, I did say that watching what him and Jet do here was going to be the thing of the day here. Like, how do the bikes look? How do they look? All that kind of good stuff. So we'll see what ends up happening here. But that was something that I was definitely going to be watching for, is to see, because we all know they've struggled with bike setup. So the fact that they're struggling with bike setup makes me very, very nervous as to how this is actually going to play out here tonight. So, and what I mean by that is we kind of talked, if you watched our 450 preview show, we basically talked and kind of said, look, there's a high probability, if they don't get this figured out, that they might start the season slow. You know, they might be just battling for podiums and not actually battling for wins, the two of them. Now, if Hunter makes it through the first corner in the heat race, I mean, that's a win this year, because that's just way better than what he was last year. But we'll have to see. I mean, Vince is still racing. No, but in all reality, Hunter's like my best friend, so I'm very excited to see here and very hopeful that he makes it through that first corner here on the 450 this year, because it would be impressive to actually see him, how he does with actually making it into the main event here in round 1. Come on. Stupid thing. I'll play with that later. All right. Let's see here. I like Oldenburg up at the top there, and then Hunter in second. And those times will not stand here. We'll get more times. We'll get better times here. I'm sure that will be a thing, because these boys are going to start clicking it off there. There's Barsha up to the top. Anybody remember when Barsha was winning A1 and we never thought anybody would ever, we just thought he was going to be the A1 guy forever. And then we had 2021 1, and they did the fake A1 video, and everybody was upset about it. And then 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, 2032, 2033, 2034, 2035, 2036, 2037, 2038, 2039, 2040, 2041, 2042, 2043, 2044, 2045, 2046, 2047, 2048, 2049, 2050, 2051, 2052, 2053, 2054, 2055, 2056, 2057, 2058, 2059, 2060, 2061, 2062, 2063, 2064, 2065, 2066, 2067, 2068, 2069, 2070, 2071, 2072, 2073, 2074, 2075, 2076, 2077, 2078, 2079, 2080, 2081, 2082, 2083, 2084, 2085, 2086, 2087, 2088, 2089, 2090, 2091, 2092, 2093, 2094, 2095, 2096, 2097, 2098, 2099, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010 All right, now let's look at Jet's bike here because this is something I was okay. Guess we're not. Never mind. Changed my mind. Changed my mind. Didn't want to watch Jet anyway. Justin Cooper jumping whoops here. That looked a little more. Ugh. Is there 10 whoops? How many whoops we got? Because it looked like he did 3-3-3 and then had one out, but I can see. All right, all the big hitters. Oh, there we go. Sexton goes to the top with a 104.5. Webb second with a 104.5, and then Tomac's third with a 104.6. So the only person to register a real lap time that needs to still register one is Jet. So let's see what Jet gets here, because I'm sure. Oh, he went a 108.8, which is call that a half speed lap for him. I know a lot of those B group guys would kill to have a 108 on the board, and Jet's like, yep, that's half speed, we're good. So we'll see here. Chase and that bike, I mean, Chase is up at the top here, so I assume he's going to be okay here. We'll have to see how this bike kind of looks if we follow him here for a little bit. Here we go, we're going on a fast lap. Let's watch the whoops here. Up on top, and it moved a little bit. That wasn't too bad. That bike looked pretty good. Boom, over, into the corner. Cool. Boom, boom. Back and forth here, because why wouldn't we? I do have to say, a little bit better track design here. A lot more 180s. Obviously a little bit longer A1 here, since we're over a minute for lap time, so that's cool. Alright, 3 into the corner here. He's going to go double, going to go triple, going to go triple, going to go triple, and 1 into the corner there. Low line, boom, roll over, 3 into the corner. That kind of roll over there was pretty quick, in my opinion. Back across, here we go across. We're going to jump over, and then jump over, and then 4, boom, donezo. That corner wasn't great, and there we go. Does he go to the top? Wouldn't know. We don't. There we go. So Tomac at the top with a 104.0. Wow. Lawrence second with a 104.2. And Sexton third with a 104.4. Well, we got ourselves we got ourselves a race here, boys. Oh, this makes me excited here. Seeing. Oh, and now we've got yellow. Okay, all right. Now we're yellow. Cool. Oh, those are the top. Oh, those are A. The yellow must be A group. Okay, we'll go with yellow. Oh, and there goes Jet to the top. 103.8. Yep, that's what we're dealing with. That is what we're dealing with. He just clicks it off 0.2 faster now. In all fairness, everybody's closer. But, oh, yes, got my watch fixed. Yeah, so everybody's faster, so that's cool. But when it comes time, Jet is still the guy. Let's see here. So we got Prado in 13th there. That's one of those that I was really interested in. Again, I put it on my thing of like, hey, this is something to watch, is how does he handle it? Because he's not here just racing for fun now. He's here racing for points. So he was one that I was definitely keeping an eye on here to see what he did. Then yesterday we find out through interviews that he's been hurt on and off the entire time since he's been here. So his time on the bike's been super limited. So I don't know how well this is going to go. Like this, it's what, like they were talking race day live. If he is taking the checkered flag every single time, and getting through all these Supercross races, then that's great. That's what he's here for. Like, finish Supercross, stay healthy, and like we're here for May. We're here for that first weekend in May. And Tomac, woo, 103.7. Oh boy, Daddy's here, guys. Daddy is here. Old man Tomac just told that kid to get off my lawn. Now, does Jet rebound? Does Jet come back and do another one? Let's see. We've got 2 minutes left, so this is good. This is what I'm here for. Ooh, look at that. Hunter jumps up to third with a 104.3. Dude, Eli looks good, man. Eli looks good. He's not here for a farewell tour. He's not here to wave to crowds, shake hands, and kiss babies. He's also here to fuck shit up. And I think he will. I think he will. He's definitely going to win probably a couple of races this year. Now, how many more than that? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Webb in 6th with a 104.5. That's just fine as far as Webb goes, because Webb doesn't really care per se about qualifying. He's here to race, and he knows he's not the fastest too. He's openly admitted that. He's here to be advantageous. Still in 6th, the 104.5. So everybody, so 3rd to 9th place are all in the 104s. 1st and 2nd are in the 103s. Webb's on a fast one here, so let's see if he improves any. So he was 6th with a 104.5. So we'll see when we get to the top here. Savachi qualifying 19th right now. Still to come in B group. There is Jet, was rolling around there. Now he's latching on to Webb. So let's see if he comes around and does another fast lap. Webb here, 333, and that single in. Boom, roll it. Over the tabletop on the top, goes 3. Boom. Over table, double over that finish. Quad into the corner. Boom, and... Nope. Still 8th, 104.5, and here we go. Jet on a heater here. Sexton's at top now with a 103.4. Wow. Jet just like rode the middle of that sand corner on the rear wheel. And then he just skipped off the top of that. Jesus. Gee, oh my God. It's like a highlight reel this entire lap. Holy crap. These boys are like, the level's just getting insane here. Oh man, and he almost fell over there. Like that front started going from him there. Let's see here. 3, 3, 3, and 3. Boom. Rup. Okay. Rup. Down the short chute. Here we go. Over table. Double. Quad. Which was lower. And he fucked that corner up. Watch him go to the top, fucking it up. Nope, not quite, but a 103.3. Tomac went a 103.1. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. He's not happy. And that's a bad look. That's a bad situation for everybody else. When he's in second and not happy. Holy cow. I cannot believe. Wow. Yep, Tomac's here to party this year, boys and girls.
Here to tell us when the last time that happened. Yeah, absolutely. Where's the stats guy when we need him? Eli Tomac. That is awesome. Good to see him back. And look, we mentioned it earlier, 2023 kid. He bring that form here to Anaheim 1? Question answered. Check that box. He's back. The 3 is back. And he's here to win a championship. He's not here to say goodbye. He's here to win a championship. And it's pretty close at the top. You got... It just went off the screen and went back to the 250s, but between Tomac, Lawrence, Sexton, they were all really, really close.
So let's just put this out here. Jet just went second with a 103 whatever, and Jet made a ton of mistakes that I saw. That's not even what he made in his mind there on that lap. Like, that last corner was a 10th. He's at least a 10th faster if he doesn't screw up that last corner. At least a 10th. Which is wild. It is absolutely wild. And there were other mistakes, I think, that were made during that lap.
You to break down that lap for me, you were cooking, and it was so much fun to watch. So in that moment, what were you tapping into, or what did you find?
Well, what I was missing early on was just a smooth line through the sand. I lost my rear end a couple times in there, so was able to clean that up, get over the double nice after that. So that was my good momentum. Otherwise, it's just tough to see out there right now. So it's hard to know when to push, like when you're going from daylight to shadow. So either way, got a good lap in there, and motorcycle's doing awesome. So we're ready to go.
Great work in qualifying. Eli Tomac, fastest overall.
And that is true. If you haven't been to Anaheim Stadium, especially yeah, like later afternoon or whatever, and it kind of, it starts off bad and it just gets progressively worse as the sun goes down this time of year. Where home plate is, so the first base line and the third base line, the stadium faces, I believe it's east. Like the outfield faces maybe northeast, southeast. Let's go with southeast. But anyway, so the sun is like behind the stadium by the time you get started, because once it hits noon, it's basically up there, and you can kind of see it right here. Both baselines are in the shadows. So basically, all day when you go there, you're sitting in the shade all day, which is fine if it's warm. But if it's not warm, it sucks. It's actually really cold, and if you get a little bit of a wind through there, oh, it's terrible. Which I have been there a couple times with that. So anyway, but yeah, so basically that whole side of the stadium there, as you can see, basically right now is in the shade, and then the rest of it is in the sun, like all the outfield and stuff. So, oh, let's see here. Prado ended up 11th, Kenny's 13th, Justin Cooper 12th, Freeze 14th, Barsha 16th, Savachi's in 20th right now, but he's got another session to go. Are they going to show us B group? If they do, we'll stay on. Anybody got anything here? Patty, what's up, buddy? ET3 better rider mentality. You said it, brother. You said it. That VMR kicking in there, but I don't know how much VMR was going on there running that pace, because holy crap, that was, I mean, I watched Jet. You watched Jet at the end of that, and that was not a VMR pace. That was a hold my beer and watch this shit pace. So I have to just wait and see. Oh wait, now we've got Jet. Oh, he's getting his world championship ring from last year. So okay, sweet, cool, that's great. Let's move along now. Thought we did this in the off season. Let's just see if we got 450B coming up here. All right, appreciate y'all tuning in here, really do. Deegan and Sexton for the win. I don't know, man. Eli looks good, brother. Like, Eli looks really good. Oh, is he gonna?
And yeah, represent Australia here, and to go back with 2 championships, and obviously MX on was awesome. And no, we're glad to be back. It's great to get this, but I gotta make sure I stay focused on this year's one. It's 2025. So, but no, we're looking forward to the night. Made a few mistakes, and I almost got to try and go slower to go fast on this track right now. So I got to step it down a bit for me, so I can just get all my lines right. So looking forward to tonight, and it should be a good one.
Well, congrats to.
Look, here's what I got to say. At least his brother and him, or his brother and his dad, got him back under control, because there was a point in this offseason that I was a little nervous that we were going to start losing the fun-loving Jet Lawrence that we've all come to know and love here in these previous few years here, because he was in a bad spot there. He was really letting the internet comments get to him. Look at this, media day back in November or whatever. The brothers, the Hunter brothers, and there's my best friend Hunter. Gosh, just really great to see these guys succeeding. Just kidding. All right, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure, if you guys are watching this on the replay, to comment your thoughts here on qualifying. That was interesting. I don't know when the last time was we saw a rider claim a coast and then not be on a coast. That's wild. That's something different here. So, well, I guess we'll stay on here and kind of see if they are going to show any of 450B group, because our boy Kev is in there. So I've seen this thing already here with Hunter and Jet in Australia, just getting all the love. So, which is great. That's awesome. Yeah, so looks like Deegan's on point for tonight, so that's cool. Beaumare obviously came to party, but until I see Beaumare challenge for the entire length of a race, I'm not going to fully say that that's necessarily a thing. And then obviously Eli is here to play. Eli is not here to screw around. Eli is not here to wave to the fans and ride off into the sunset. He is here to effing party. Do I think Drew Adams races next weekend? Yes, I do, and I think it's strictly a sponsorship obligation situation. They have to have X amount of bikes on the track. If they don't, then sorry, I got a little thing in my neck here, guys. Must have slept on it wrong last night. So yeah, I do think we see Drew Adams next week, which is good, because that kid should get his shot here at Racing Pro. So, and he was just kind of coming in a victim of circumstances of the time that he actually came up to actually race pro here. So we'll see. I'd be shocked if he didn't, but I do think we're going to see Drew Adams next week, which then that'll be cool because then we can see a battle between Drew Adams and Cole Davies. Ooh, we got 450B on here. 450B. We're going to get to watch 450B. There goes our boy Kev. Oh, that gear is sick. The blue and yellow. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Now, Kev looking good. Kev had a pretty solid offseason here. He got tied up a little bit with running the team and didn't get quite as much time in as he wanted, but he said it was much better than it had been before. Camera work here is interesting. I'm not saying that ours is ever great, but this for a professional thing. Oh, now we're getting back. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here. I told you all Juju was going to give Deegan something this year. I hope he does at this point with Levi being out. I really hope we see something here from Juju, because otherwise it's gonna be a really, really long 250 West. Patty, I was gonna ask how Kev is getting on. It was good. It was I've talked to him a couple times in the last month. It was a good off season. He really enjoyed being down at the dog pound there with the Lawrences and everybody and getting to ride. The last couple of years he's been doing kind of his own thing at his house, but the problem is there's not a lot of Supercross guys in Kansas, so he's been kind of just riding by himself, which is okay, but not everybody's Eli Tomac person who can do that, ride by themselves and produce at that high a level. Some people need people to push him, and Kev, I think, needs a little push here and there. He's a phenomenal rider, but he needs a little push here and there. So the fact that he was down there, I think, was great, and I think it's going to really, really help, and it'll show here. Kev's thing, as far as I'm concerned this year, is he just needs to, again, leave every race upright and not on a stretcher. Even if he doesn't qualify. If he makes the night show, he battles, he's in the, we'll call it the top 10 right now in the LCQs, that's a great thing. Now, hopefully, he's been working on starts, he gets his starts back, he can actually get a decent start in either the heat race or the LCQ and get in from there. Obviously, seeing him in there would be fantastic. But if not, he needs to just not get hurt and just continue to build and build. He has the skills. He can be a main event guy here. So he has the skills to be able to do that. We just need to actually see him. He just needs to finish races at this point. So jumping back into the comments here. Davies looked good, looked real good, and I'm excited if Adams does come up to see him and Drew Adams battle. We'll see how that goes. Now the East is strong side, West looking a little for sure. I mean, when I counted, there's only like 6 factory dudes there. Like, that's a little... All right. David, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in here. This is a really good track for Juju. He did well last year, too, so I think it'll be a good race for him. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully he challenges Danger Boy there. I would love to see one of these guys go up and just put a wheel into him just to, like, rattle the cage. Now, whether that rattles him into not being able to, you know, win, I don't know, but at least rattle him a little bit. Like, you got to throw him some sort of shot and see what happens. So, really hyped to see what Davies will do, and Towers. Towers, I question. Hopefully he does. Don't get me wrong, but I do question what he'll be actually able to do here. Kind of on one of those B-spec teams. So we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Nick, if Hayden pulls the whole shot, it's over. This is also very true. Now, the fake start, it didn't look great there for him, but he did do, like, it's not a real race, so we'll see. Deegan looked effortless today, so I think he's going to be pretty good. I mean, he's the man. There's just no two ways about it. We've said it time and time again here, and we'll continue to say it. He is the man as far as this West Coast swing goes. So we'll have to wait and see. I guess we're not going to get to really see B group. I guess we're just talking through B group here, and to kind of see where everybody stacks up. So maybe we'll wait till the end and see, make sure Kev gets in. But I think he will. So, yeah. How great is it to have AC and Brayton here running Race Day Live? Like, we've gone the gamut here over the last 5 years. And not that I know some of you guys absolutely hated certain people. But you know, they all had their thing, but now having AC and Brayton, just phenomenal. David, I'm loving how good Tomac looks today. Hoping he pulls out the W. It's a strong possibility. He's looking prime for this. Absolutely prime. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited for tonight. I'm excited to see how this goes. I guess we're not seeing B group, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I'm going to go home, get a couple more things done before the show tonight. Make sure to check back in later. We will have the race reaction show immediately following the race. I'm going to film for 10 minutes. I'm going to cut a thumbnail. We're going to post my thoughts on what the heck happened tonight. And if you guys want to watch us record the main show live, make sure to hit that members area, because we will be recording tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, and members will get to watch it live. Watch us record it live. Talk to me on the chat live. So again, make sure to hit that members area if you guys want to watch us record it live. All levels of the members area get to watch us record live. I checked last night, there are 16 of you members now. So I am wildly impressed, wildly thankful that there are 16 of you that want to pay to hang around with me even more than we already do. So anyway, this has been our first live qualifying show of the year. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to check the sponsors. There's links in the descriptions down below for all the people that help us out. And we will see you guys on the reaction show later.